made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Atlanta Falcons. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have two remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
On the set.
51. Let's go, defense.
Greystone travel.
Defense.
Now.
Check. Fresno. Check 3.
On first down, Gifford. And that's not the start that he was looking for as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Go. Shoot.
On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
High 7.
35 to Matt. Watch your slant.
He'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Let's go now.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Joker. Alert flare.
Protein spill.
He's the Matt.
Go.
I'm here all day.
They run on first down with Jackson. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
It's just me and you.
Hey.
Under 10.
Yeah.
Mark 50.
Hey, wahoo!
They'll run with Jackson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Here we go! 50, plant!
Heavy on the edges. 35's the mic. Switch up. Watch safety 3.
General West! Say Alpha!
Mike 35. I'm here all day.
Yep.
I'm here all day. 35's the mic.
Hey, Haywood! Ready?
They'll look to throw here. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Yards on the return that time, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Check Mike. Pittsburgh. Back to pass.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a handoff looking right. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe the football and gain enough yardage to put them.
Let's go, heavy. Heavy, what you got? Give me some. Here we go. Shoot!
Bring up 4th. Defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here that if you're
Ready?
The Broncos onto the field, ready to...
101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the...
Leave them with a 2nd and 2.
At the 32-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Look at me. Go. Go.
You don't want it. Check nine. Mike 50, Mike 50.
Five.
Do you get the ball right here? Let's go. Mike 50, Mike.
Here goes.
Second and 2. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
218, chop. Look at me, zipper.
On 3rd down, this is Jackson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
25. You draw horses. Get it.
Here's Jackson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. No score after one on EA Sports.
Down. 60 outlaw.
No chance.
Defense.
They'll run on first down. Jackson, he's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great effort there, with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. The game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
There you go. Hey, 4-1 Mike, 4-1 Mike.
Let's go, tackle, let's go.
Kill.
2nd and 1. Throw left side complete. It's Hayes. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Got it. Here we go. Set. 6-1. Check. Watch the ship. Hey.
Right back to him on 1st down. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
2nd and 11. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays.
You got 3 down. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Kill.
Back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jordan. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And the kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
At the 29-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Whip. Watch the whip. Check 24.
Pilot, 64, weak. Dude.
They run the counter. Jackson 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
The Broncos on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Now!
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Now it's Jackson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Set up. 90, Wolf. Go, go, go.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, it's coming up.
80 weapons.
Give me that ball, defense.
Now.
On first down, it's Jackson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Back at the 36-yard line.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
2nd and long. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Go. Hard, hard. Crunch, crunch. Ready?
Now back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
Seems to me that our friend Old Momentum, I think he's definitely changed teams in this game.
It's only going to grow after that sack, and now, heck, they can get the ball back here and possibly even get the lead. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fielded at the 20. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Foxborough. The Jets are out to the early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
1st and 10.
He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
He's going to fire one deep. It's caught at the 10. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Check back 11, check back 11. Watch the run. Watch the run. Slam, slam, slam. Switch, switch, switch.
Back, back, back.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Get off the field.
Second and 6. And he will find his man on the outside. 7 yards there and a first down.
Let's go now. Keep the Pittsburgh. Strong left. Strong left. Strong left. 3 down. 3 down. Over. 3 down. 3 down. Go. If you kill it, motion me out.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Pull it together. Slam. Slam. Go.
They'll look to throw. Looking for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Smooth.
35 to Mike. Watch the backer, watch the backer. Mike 35, Mike 35.
Let go.
He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Trips over here. There's overload. Watch 8-9. Watch 8-9. It's yours. Yeah. Watch the twist.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
35. Go. 35 is the mic. Got you.
Bam.
He's coming.
Hit it.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to air one out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
Check Mike 11.
2nd down and inches. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker, complete. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. But there's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check 50. Shoot.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
Check the backer. Set it.
Second and 13. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 42. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. He's got the first down here inside the 30, and he'll be taken down at the 26. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Going to give this time to the tailback. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 19-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Hey, check Michael Allen. Check Michael Allen.
You're trash. You're trash. Once more.
Hey, check Michael Allen. Check.
2nd and 4. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
I'm coming.
Now they try the right side here. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Check Mike. Watch it.
They'll try to run this one in. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
3rd down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play.
Check 3. Check 26. He's coming. We got double up.
Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Check Michael Allen. Ricky. Hey, check Michael Allen. Check pass.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. first possession in the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start here with Jackson. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Mike's 50. I got it. Mike's 50.
2nd and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Come on, set. 10 Lobo.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
35 to Mike. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that.
Go.
Mike 35. Mike 35. Let's get the ball.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught by Jackson. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
The Falcons take over.
Let's go.
First and
Let's go.
10
Let's go.
at their own 13-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Tight into the right, boy. Tight into the right. Move. 4 down. 4 down. Alert. Huh. 6, 4, 3.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
Right.
The Falcons on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15.
Jim. Switch. Leo, check 3.
Looking to throw.
Got you, boy.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 45. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
At the 45-yard line.
Let's go. 70, Indy. It's been a long day for you.
They'll run on first down. Jackson, they'll get only a couple down to the 44. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Yep.
He's checking. Crash. Let's go.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Hey, Echo.
35, Mike, 35. Oh,
Snap.
They'll set up a throw. It's complete to Hopkins. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Back to throw here. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Check out route. Hayward.
Alert three. Shut up.
They'll drop the throw. Buying time to his... And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 10-2 stop. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Go. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Check your hot read.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Check 52.
On 1st down, Jackson. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Every yard they gain, getting them better and better field position, and obviously a field goal makes this a 2-score contest. That's really all they need.
And that means for your play caller, he's not looking to the attack portion of his sheet, right? He's looking for, okay, what do we have that's going to keep us in a good spot? No lost yardage plays. Let's kick a field goal and go up 2 scores. If we score a touchdown, great, but that's not what you're really playing for.
Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They run the counter. It's Jackson. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick here is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily The coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 30. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
90 Wolf. Now. Yo, Cheetah.
They'll run on 1st down. Jackson, he's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
At the 10-yard line.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. On the run, this is Jackson. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
On the ground, this is Jackson. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.